Hello everyone and welcome to the Honey Soul Child Bottega channel, and I am your girl Melinda J, and I'm here to do a breakdown analysis or chakra analysis of the relationship between Armon Wiggins and Jason Lee. Now things have went haywire and has unfolded and exposed and imploded before our eyes within the last 24 hours. And it had to be done on my birthday at all days. So now I'm coming to you all the next day of just wanting to get the energy surrounding the relationship between both of them. So without further ado, before we get into the message, I'm going to state my disclaimer. Please keep in mind that all readings on my channel are for entertainment purposes only, due to the fact that everything is not set in stone due to free will. And if the situation approaches you in any way, shape, or form that is in correlation with this reading or any readings that I do on my channel, just take heed of the message and apply it as time goes, as some self-help guidance. And if it doesn't resonate, then just throw it out and leave what is not. Okay, if it doesn't apply, let it fly, so to speak. Now we got that out the way, let's go ahead and get into the message. So right off the bat, we have 2 throat chakras, 2 third eye chakras, and 2 crown chakra cards that are present within their spread. However, the throat chakra is in alignment within the chakra analysis when it comes to the relationship between both of them. But I'm still going to clarify this anyway, because there could be some more in depth in regards to the isolation card, because usually I do not clarify the what has been aligned, but if it's in a concern aspect, then I will clarify. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, first things first, we're over here at the root chakra here, and the impatience card is present. And the impatience card is a throat chakra card, which deals with communication and self-expression, personal truth. And the fact that it is present here in the root, which deals with the security, stability, and foundational roots of establishing a relationship with only yourself or with other people. It seems like someone was a bit impatient and not taking heed to the signs. You see this person right here that is placed on, that is standing on the ladder, and it's just like each time they go up on the ladder, they're like their goal or their achievement is just is just at reach. However, they're not able to get it all the way there yet, because you have this person over here that's like a wise figure that's, is almost like whispering in their ear or giving them a message like, hey, just as long as you keep climbing, just be patient, and allow things to unfold due to divine timing. So the oracle meaning behind this card is saying, for this impatient card, it explains that your desires to create may overpower the necessity of aligning with divine timing. The time to shine will come. Move with the energy and not in front of it. Being present has its own rewards. The inspiration behind this card is basically saying, now is not the time to make a rush decision. You have made your needs known. Now leave it alone. You may block something wonderful from coming to you if you're hasty. As personal inquiry for both of them, it could be like, are they jumping to the gun, or are they honest with themselves, or are they forcing something that it still needs some time to come into fruition in due timing? So let's go ahead and, let's go ahead and clarify that. So it seems like there was some scarcity thinking in regards to the foundational standpoint, going in survival mode. So we have abundance, fertility, and belief. So to clarify the impatience card, it says beginnings and in your prime. So someone is going to rise to the occasion. However, let's see, at the bottom of the deck, what is hidden is the overwhelm, the frenzied deadline, the stress, the chaos. There is a need to refocus and redo for best results. Okay, so let's do some more clarification on that one. See, clarify the impatience card. We have ex-partner affecting the connection. So it don't even have to be a romantic partner. It could be business. It can be platonic. So, or a casual relationship. At the bottom of the deck, we have mommy or daddy issues. So there could be some mommy or daddy issues that is triggering the impatience effect of the foundational roots between one of them or between the two of them. Because keep in mind, this is energy reading in regards to the relationship between Armon Wiggins and Jason Lee. Now on to the Sacral Chakra card, we have mysticism, and this is a throat chakra card. And as you can see, this person here, she has a cloak. This person is clothed in the mystique, the higher power energy, because purple does represents royalty and the higher power regions and the intuition portion of the chakra, right? And then we have doors. They are closed here in this image, and it's just the person is just strolling along, just going with the wind when it comes to co-creation. So in regards to the why is in the sacral region, is for this card, it says this is a time of trusting in the unknown. You already sense the answer, even if it's not apparent. Do not ask others what they see, for you alone can see into the heart of the matter. Trust your intuitive powers to guide you. And as far as the inspiration behind this card is, it is wise to be the observer. Do not respond until you are certain. The unknown is not easy, but it is no longer necessary to fear. Far as a personal inquiry, they can reflect on is, are they ignoring their intuition, and what they expect is probably true, and they must breathe through the motions. It's all about intuitive knowing, along with the fear of the unknown. Once you get some signs from the divine, right? But however, since it's in the sacral region, it's possible that when it came to co-creating with that person or get into a partnership with that person, it is possible that there has been some intuitive nudges along the way. Like peeping out game, recognizing the red flags that comes forth between one of them or both of them. So it's either way it goes with that one. Let's clarify it. Where's my clarify card? See, I'm just clarify. The mystic, get some cards. Clarify for me, please. We have too big for your britches. There's some arrogance, some vanity, self-importance being high and mighty. Modesty is needed, okay? And then at the bottom, we have sweet as Georgia peach, tender, care, beauty, flirtations, delicious experience. So someone is, let's clarify that a little bit more. Let me get some additional messages for this one. Be sure to like the video, y'all, as y'all are coming into the room. We have abortion or miscarriage in a pregnancy. Not sure what that's coming from, but again, everything is alleged. It could have been what has happened in the past, or like a pregnancy scare, so to speak. But if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Just disregard that. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Controlling or overbearing parents. Okay. So it's possible that one of them or both of them within their upbringing could have experienced some controlling or overbearing parents to a certain degree of, with them being in the community and having to not live in their truth, and more so to speak, having to hide behind the disguise until it was an appropriate time to come out so they can live in their truth, because of the strict and constraints and confinement of the religious beliefs and stuff, and how it could be it's abomination for a person to be in a community and stuff like that and interact with the same sex and so forth and so on. It could stem from this little realm here. All right. Hence, that's probably why the too big for your britches has came out for that one. Now on to the solar plexus region. We have self-worth in reverse. Now, the solar plexus region deals with manifestation as well as personal power. So one of them or both of them could have experienced and probably still is experienced to a certain degree on possibly seeking validation, or there's a need to seek validation from the masses in order to prove their status. Just like how the older generation, they would equip their self-worth to their career instead of just having some self-worth and knowing their values within themselves and not letting their career define the person that they are. The purpose of self-worth is you you defining your own morals and standards in the best way, shape, or form, so you can develop long-lasting and possibly intimate relationships with people that you value. Because again, your career can be over by with the blink of an eye. And then again, you'll be having to be stuck with identifying yourself again, due to the fact that you was hiding your true self behind your career instead of just being your authentic self and your career being an extension of you. So let's go ahead and clarify that. Clarify the self-worth card. Okay, we have catching lightning bugs with happiness, everyday magic, childhood, simple pleasure, wonder, and secret wish. So there is some growth that's possibly needed when it comes to tapping into your inner child. You see this child here, he has a jar and he's releasing the fireflies. While he's releasing the fireflies, it's like he's grounding himself not only with the tree but with the rocks. So possible self-reflection is needed on that one. And then at the bottom, we have stomping grounds, origin, nostalgia, memories, tradition, visit, past connection. So it could possibly, this union between both of them could have possibly been a past connection to where it needed to be, in need of these two people possibly could have been with each other in a past connection, right? And there was an agreement, so things could be, so the karmic lesson could have so the karmic lesson can be learned, so to speak. Let's see any additional messages from that. Any additional messages? We have skeletons in the closet. That's a root chakra card. At the bottom, we have gaslight, hoover, discard, and deflect. Okay, so it's possible somebody may be having some skeletons in the closet, which cause another person to deflect, or if a topic comes up about certain skeletons in the closet, they will either gaslight the person or just try to change the subject and try to start another conversation to deflect from the conversation. Or it could be on the flip side to where they can project that energy. They can project those and those secrets that they have in the closet on you, and you're just like the casualty of their insecurity, so to speak. I hope y'all follow me on this one. But yeah, which causes the self-worth to be in reverse, because there are possible skeletons in the closet, which causes gaslight, hoovering, and discarding, and deflecting energy. And this is a throat chakra card. I don't know why I want to say third eye, but this is a throat chakra card, which deals with communication and self-expression. So, and which leads, okay, it makes sense. The little boy reflecting on some nostalgic memories due to some skeletons being in the closet, and there's an abundance of gaslighting and all sense of negative energy. All right, so on to the heart chakra, which is a crown chakra card here, present impartiality. And just by viewing this, there is this golden figure, this divine figure, perhaps because she has the purple shawl, and she also has a purple gem, which is associated with the third eye chakra realm, and the crown chakra too, because the crown chakra has like 3 different colors, if I'm not mistaken. It has white, it has gold, and then it has purple. And then we have this divine figure balancing 2 paint cans together. So she is walking and then balancing 2 things at the same time. And this is being in the heart chakra realm. So the heart chakra deals with compassion, self-compassion, love, of course, and forgiveness. And from what this is talking about here, and what is saying is that this is not a time to personally shine, but to allow others to come forward with their gifts. You may find yourself in the role of neutral advisor, hold space for the other to find their own answers. Advice may not be well received. Be unbiased now. So this is like almost a mentor card here, because you are coming from a place to where you're able to hold space for other people to seek answers. as well as allowing other people to come forth with their gifts, bring their gifts to the table and let them shine. And just taking an impartial look at your own situation, and the action here is just to listen and observe. So it's possible that there hasn't been any like compassion to where they can, there's probably a thin line between both of them when it comes to having some compassion between each other. Of they may have had some similarities in the background, and when it comes to their upbringing and stuff like that. And however, the personal inquiry that they can take in mind is, if they step back from their present situation, what do they see, and can they be neutral about it? Okay, so let's clarify that one here. Are they willing and able to take themselves out of a biased situation and be unbiased, and just sit back and listen, observe, and see what comes to you? Let's see. Clarify the impartiality. Okay, we got, if that ain't the true, grits ain't groceries. So there's basically either believing in trustworthiness, watch for the signs, intuition again, lucidity, and the great deal at the bottom. Soul partnership, resonance, true love, mirror match, and blessings, life mate. And again, we discussed the past connection with this nostalgic card from the other one. All right, past connection. And then here we go talking about two peas in a pod with in pertaining to these two, they're basically a mirror match of one another more than ever. So let's go ahead and get some additional message on that one. Let's see. Ooh, that came out fine. This one, kiss me softly. Okay, at the bottom, I was raped, touched, abused, molested, sexually assaulted. Okay. And this is a heart chakra card too. So, again, there is basically possibly a mirror match between them two in regards to the relationship of one another. Okay, which again, with this card showing up here, this is the time when it needs to be going back to the previous chakra, which deals with your self-worth being in reverse because of this action taking place, which leads to this person here releasing the fireflies, because it is a nostalgic, it's a memory, may have been a traumatic memory, which highlights the skeletons in the closet and gaslighting to come into play on that one. Okay, now on to isolation card in the throat chakra. Again, this is in alignment. So what I'm gonna do here is just when it comes to isolation, this card, the throat chakra, deals with self-expression and communication in all aspects. So with this isolation card, with the relationship between Armon Wiggins and Jason Lee, it's a childlike playfulness. It's hidden under the sapphire's serious, elegant exterior. This card denotes wealth and an ability to do anything well. Trust and loyalty are indicated. Sapphire also has a great capacity for healing. The inspiration behind this card is, do not wait for the right time to live your life. You are on the verge of something big, but if you don't participate in it, it could pass you by. The personal inquiry is basically the sapphire does not know the difference between isolation and solitude, do they? So this card here, as far as like key ideas in this realm, is possibly either self-protection, making excuses, over preparing, never feeling ready to take action. So the difference between isolation and solitude. Isolation is basically you are removing yourself from any and everybody that you love, you trust, and you just don't want no parts of it. And for like the downside of the isolation card, or just isolation in general, is that it could lead to some form of anxiety, depression, and self-sabotaging energy, because you have basically detached from society as well as yourself and your body, your self-consciousness. Compared to solitude, you're still in, you're isolating yourself, but you're just in the meditative state to where you can gain some understanding and awareness of yourself and what has transpired, and being able to see the bigger picture of all the things that has unfolded. So I pulled from the shadow card deck, since this is already in alignment, but it's a concerning factor. The card that came out is jealousy. Your past wounds need healing. Work on your self-love. Work on your self-love. And you are far greater than you know. At the bottom of the deck is envy. Remind yourself that no one has it all. It's okay to celebrate other success. You truly are good enough. Very interesting. That is very fitting for that. And I don't need to clarify anything else, because that's just right on the money on that one. Okay. Rejection is in the third eye chakra region. And that's crazy because these two cards are like vice versa. So we have a crown eye chakra card that's in the third eye realm. So somebody or both of them is rejecting, doing some self-sabotaging energy. Hence, this is an artist, a creator, and he is contemplating on the people who has been basically their naysayers, right? And then he has art that's present, but basically he just wiped them off clean. Well, he didn't even wipe them off clean, but basically he just painted over them white because he just really don't know. And so there's a rejection of, when it comes to the third eye, you're dealing with your sixth sense, meaning your intuition, because there's two parts of intuition. You have the physical, when you can feel it in your solar plexus, right? Feel it in your gut feeling. This is the solar plexus region, when you feeling those nudges in the physicality standpoint, because the solar plexus is located in the abdomen area. Compared to the third eye, that is your sixth sense out of the five senses that you already have. You hear, you see, you smell, you taste, and you feel, right? The sixth is literally your spiritual eye. Are you able to see through the bull crap? So with rejection card here, my goodness, somebody has been avoiding some signs, obviously. With this rejection card present in the third eye chakra, is basically saying that you no longer need to prove yourself. This is about understanding who you are and what you have created. Ivory allows others into your life. The inspiration behind this is that you don't have to be on the inside track. Be true to yourself and you will not be unhappy. Rejection is spirit's protection. Okay, and personal inquiry for them is basically saying, are they working with or against their environment? What is the purpose of their present solitude? Again, reflecting right on back to the isolation card. All right, do they know the difference between solitude and isolation? So basically, the key ideas for this card is seeking others' approval, unsupportive environment, working alone, and the arrival of a teacher. So in this regard, there's possibly could have been seeking others' approval on one end, having an unsupportive environment on the other end, and working alone. And so to clarify that, to clarify the rejection card. Oh, shoot. Clarify the rejection. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe to the channel, y'all, if you haven't done so already. As you are walking in here, I gladly appreciate it, as I'm getting a card from, okay, over yonder, which is basically focus forward, anticipation, potential, eyes on the prize, choices and surprises. So basically there is a need for folk continuing to move forward so they can complete a cycle and keeping their eyes on the prize. Meanwhile, at the bottom we have holler, communication, honesty, courage, sharing, some revelations, some surprising news, text, phone call, which leads to some changes. And of course you can see this frog here in this picture. You have the belly, that sacral portion, right? The sacral and solar plexus, getting that gut feeling that you just need to lay it on the line with this. They just waiting to burst. Okay, so let's give some additional messages on that one. Okay, we got blackmail or leverage to keep quiet. Interesting. Focus on you and don't worry about them. So there could be one side of the spectrum of somebody blackmailing to keep leverage over the person to, you know, keep them to shut up, right? And on the flip side, you have other person that's probably like, hey, focus on you. Focus on you, stay true to yourself so you won't so you can get this over yonder feeling here. Because on the flip side with this blackmail and leverage to keep quiet, that's definitely clarifying this communication and honesty. The holla card, holla back, okay? Now, lastly, on to the crown chakra, we have forgiveness in reverse, and this is a third eye chakra card. So there is no forgiveness when it comes to the higher self, the higher power. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look. Now, if it was on the upside, it is talking about the amethyst protect us from toxic situation. This card indicates healing and allow yourself to return to the natural state of peace once again. Remember, we never forgive others. We only forgive ourselves for loving others who have betrayed us. It's time for personal evolution. So with this being in the crown chakra region here is basically giving me divine intervention, because there is definitely some self-reflection and healing needed. The inspiration on this card is basically saying Rhonda's true essence lies in not harboring resentment. She transcends forgiveness because her focus is on her attention, not on her pain. And for the personal inquiry is saying this may be a time of family healing. Can they forgive themselves for loving people who hurt them? Okay, so that could be one of the people in the relationship, or it could be both of them. So let's clarify that. So personal evolution is needed. Divine intervention is needed. And lo and behold, the 2 cards come to Jesus. Come to Jesus with truthful communication. Okay, truthful communication. Right here. Integrity, divine intervention, surrendering. Yes, I love when the cards come out to provide the clarity that we all need. And don't get your feathers ruffled, because as you produce that inner calm, the patience, because impatience is present in the foundational roots, right? So it's asking for them to be patient with themselves, with deep breathing, compassion, right? Because that is the ideal way for success, and standing in your power and in your truth. And yes, basically it's just, like I said before, divine intervention and healing is needed. Very present in the crown chakra region. I don't even think I need to clarify any more from this, but I'm just going to do it anyway, because we have victim in the bottom of the deck for this whole entire spread between the relationship of Armon Wiggins and Jason Lee. So there's some maturity, some growth that is needed in the heart realm. Getting out of that victim mentality, pointing the finger, instead of just taking accountability for your actions, consequences, and releasing all that resentment, hurt, shame, guilt, so things can unfold to your favor. Let's see. I don't think there's a card coming out, y'all. Seriously. Because I just said what needs to be said. Okay, here we go. Family brings you down. Oh, all right. In abundance. So, yeah. Sounds like they need, one or both of them needs to go back down memory lane, so they can and seek the proper counseling, so they can be able to heal and allow things to work out in their favor instead of just all crashing down. Now, as far as the additional messages, the lesson that they're learning is gratitude, which means I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that is present. At the bottom of the deck for this is regret. I know that I cannot change the past. On the top, we have blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. On that end, as far as what they can do to improve how can they improve as individuals, is rebirth. With the 6, 1 + 6 = 7, that deals with self-reflection and the need of spiritual growth. Okay, channeling into their spiritual growth to continue on. It says it's time for a major transformation that would need significant personal growth. By drawing this card, you have entered a spiritual awakening and rebirth, where have you the opportunity to align with your higher self and the overarching principles that guide you. This is where you surrender. I'm sorry, y'all. This is where you need to surrender, right? Where's that card? To the changes around you and prepare to be the best that you can be. You are being encouraged to trust and believe that magical future awaits you. So that's that card right there. And I know I had a trusting card. Let's see what it at. I know there was a trusting card present here. Because I'm going to show y'all how things unfold, right? There we go. But first, you need to let go of the old in order to experience the new. Take time to reevaluate your core values and examine your life. So, the root of the issue was the impatience card that came out. Okay, and examine your life, and then eliminate the superficial foundations that don't align with your higher self, and trust your dreams. This is time to recognize and rise above any ego-based thoughts and behaviors, for humility and the authenticity are the keys to your success. In order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to harmonize with the natural rhythm of the cycles of your life, the cycles that are leading you towards a higher level of understanding and awareness. This transformation is inevitable. So know that this is a very exciting time for you. You are about to become the best that you can be. Amen to that. And then, let's see, the healing card. For both of them as an individual, we have discover your life purpose. All right. With that, it's talking about start asking yourself, what is the meaning of your life? A soul who is having a physical experience, you are here to grow and learn. You're being asked to immerse yourself in this life by expanding, stretching, and understanding your reasons for being there. Nothing is impossible for a soul who is following her or his journey. Your guides, angels, and higher self are constantly communicating with you through signs, feelings, peoples, books, etc. Follow your hunches. You are being given opportunity, guidance, which may show up via strong feeling to travel somewhere, to speak to someone, attend a seminar, write, paint, etc. No matter how far stretched your inner guidance is, you need to listen. Your soul purpose includes a combination of experiences that your mind doesn't understand, but that your soul needs to process to learn and grow. Some of these experiences will be enjoyable and heightened. Others will be challenging and cause you to struggle. But through them, you will know yourself, give yourself permission to focus on what really makes your heart sing. And put your intensity of motion to attracting what you desire. And that is that on that note. All right. So that concludes the reading, everyone. I thank you all for tuning in to this message. Be sure to leave a comment down below of your thoughts and opinion about this chakra analysis on Armon Wiggins and Jason Lee. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. And hit that notification bell so you know the next time I upload a video. Feel free to shop on my merch. All my merch on my website. All the links of the social media and the merch site, as well as my website, will be in the description box below in that Linktree link. Or you can scan the barcode, the QR code at the end of the clip. Without further ado, I'm going to leave y'all to it. And always remember to love thyself, know thyself, soothe thyself so you can heal thyself. And I'll see you guys in the next one.